Welcome back, baseball fans. 69-72 Summer League, and we are in the National League North at a best of seven between some teams who scuffled last year and finished in third and fourth place. Pirates, Cardinals. Expecting huge things from the Pirates this year as they had an outstanding offseason and putting the pieces together for that World Series team of 71 and team with the best record in baseball in 72. Let's take a look at the standings before we get into this game. In the National League North, and it is the Cincinnati Reds. They are at the top. They wasted somebody in the divisional round, league round there, so they're 11-4, getting the big red machine going. The Pirates are kind of a story this year in that they've been struggling to get out of the gate, kind of a little lethargic, and they find themselves against another lethargic team, the Cardinals, and you can even say the same with the Cubs. It seems like it's the Reds are going to cakewalk through this thing, and that wasn't how it was drawn up. We thought the Reds and Pirates were going to go and slug it out with each other. That can still happen. But in this series we're playing, the Pirates are just, plodding along, alternating wins and losses. The series opened in Pittsburgh, and they won the game 1, lost game 2. Then in St. Louis, won game 3, lost game 4, won game 5. So we are at game 6 of a best of 7 series between the Cardinals and Pirates. Pirates are up 3-2. If they get a win here today, they will be back at 500 and then can launch the campaign to catch the Reds. Today's starting pitchers, Ken Holtzman for the Cardinals, against, we've seen him a few times now, Bob Moose. Seems to be falling into the YouTube time slot for the Pirates this year. I haven't seen the other guys much. Seen a lot of Bob Moose. So let's get started from Three Rivers. Here's Lou Brock leading it off. 311 is a sky to right field. Jim Gosger, 66, is a double. Torrey, 69, is a walk. Ted Simmons, 2-7, though, is a 3-6-3 double play. There goes that threat. Matty Alou, 2-7, base hit. A stealer, but for some reason Simmons has an excellent throwing arm in his rookie campaign, and after that it kind of fell off the roof a little bit. Bernie Stennett, 2-8, fielder's choice, out at second base. Clemente, 1-8, is a base hit in a right field. Stennett thinking about going coast to coast, but frankly, he's not very quick. He's also an E-stealer, Bernie Stennett. Very strange. So you have first and second with 1 out, and it's Pops Stargell, a guy who's really due. He's really kind of struggled out of the gate. 66, Pops, lines of third. And with 2 outs, Sanguillen. Let's take a look at Manny Sanguillen's card. 2-6 against the lefty, triple, 1-19. A big 2-run triple on the Pirates. Have a 2-0 lead. Bob Robertson, now he's having a good year. Having a fantastic year in lieu of Stargell. Maybe Robertson should bat 4th and Stargell should bat 6th. Stargell had 2 home runs in game 5. Look at his card here. 1-7 home run. Actually has more homers against righties than lefties. But the 2-out, 2-run bomb, and the Pirates are looking to finish the Cardinals off today. Ken Rudolph, 1-9, Sky's the center. Rough first inning for Ken Holtzman and the Cardinals. Top of 2, Bob Berta leads off, and Sky's the center. Jose Cardinal flies to left field plus an injury on his card. That is not good news. Tresh will move into the outfield, and Hernandez will play shortstop, where Tresh was playing. So here's Tom Tresh. 1-7 is a K. Bottom of 2. Roberto Pena, 2-4, pops a third. Mazeroski, 1-9, pops a second. And Matty Alou, 45, skies the center field. Top of the third, Bill White, 67, 1-16, base hit. Javier, 110, 6-4-3, double play. Story of the Cardinal season. Lou Brock, 55, bounce a second. Rennie Stennett in the bottom of the third. 38. Bounces short. Clemente, let's take a look at Roberto's card. His 70 card here. The E rating is rather high in the outfield, but that's fine. He still hits 352. I'm not really going to quibble over that. 1-6, homer, 1-8, double, and this gets out of the park, and it's suddenly 5-0 Pittsburgh, looking like the Pirates we thought we were getting at the start of the season. Stargell, 2-6, another strikeout for him. Sanguian, 2-11, pops the first. 5-zip in the fourth. Gosger, 33, pops the first. Torre, 49K. Simmons, 6-11, bouncer to short. Stennett at short today is a 40-48. Yeah, he's still a rookie, but he makes the play. Can't quite figure out where to put him on the diamond quite yet, but the guy hit 353 in his rookie stint. Bob Robertson, 32, foul out to the catcher, and he hurts himself. So you got a rash of injuries today. We will have Hal Oliver play first base for the injured Bob Robertson. Ken Rudolph, 33, short. Roberto Pena, 37, single. And with 2 outs, Mazeroski, 2-3, lines the first. 5-zip in the fifth. Bob Berta, 2-8, bounces short. Jackie Hernandez, 58 is a K. And with 2 outs, Tom Tresh, 6-10, bouncer to third. This is Pena as a 40-35, but he makes the play. So, Pirates overcoming weak defense and still have a shutout intact. Bottom of the fifth, let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Bottom of the fifth, Matty Alou, 45. This guy's the center. Rennie Stennett, 43. Bouncer to first. Bill White is a 2-8 at first base. Makes the play. Roberto Clemente again on that card as a double. And Stargell, 2-6 is a K. 5-zip in the sixth, it's Bill White. 1-9 is a K. Javier, 2-8, single. Lou Brock, 58, right field. Gosger, 3-6, single 1-6, line out, and he rolls a 20. And we have 6 shutout innings for Bob Moose and the Pirates, wanting to end this thing. 9 outs away from doing so. Sanguian leads off the bottom of the sixth. 1-4, flies left. 3-7 for Oliver, in for the injured Robertson is a base hit. Ken Rudolph, 58, is a single to center. 2 on for Roberto Pena. 33, 5, 4, 3, double play. Moose in the seventh with the shutout. Joe Torre, 110, finally. Let's take a look at Torre's card, a single in the 7th inning. Yep, 1971 Torre card, all but being wasted here with a Cardinals team that is in an unfortunate part of their timeline, and in a very bad division to be in when you've got Pirates and the Reds as your roommates. So anyway, trying to make do with as best as he can. Torre singles. Simmons, let's take a look at Ted Simmons. Very young Simmons here. They don't have throwing arms on these cards from 71, but when you compute the guys he threw out stealing, he threw out 41% of base runners, I believe, in 1971 in a small sample size. It was pretty impressive. Of course, he would not be known for his throwing arm through the rest of his career, but in any event, it's a base hit. So that's why we gave him a -3 arm. 2 on for Berta. 3-6, Berta walks, and Moose breaks with a shutout and a 5-0 lead. You got Hernandez, Tresh, White, and the bases are loaded and there's nobody out. You got a tricky bullpen. You got superstars at the back and scrubs before that. Justy and Hernandez, top the best you can get at the back end finishing games. But in the precarious 5, 6, 7 innings, Rich Nye and Julio Navarro are awful, to put it nicely. So The Broken Moose will pitch to Jackie Hernandez, as Jackie is not a very good hitter. So, and he's only in here because of an injury. So Jackie Hernandez playing back with the bases loaded. 56 is a K. Threaded the 6, the 5-6 between dots on 5-5 and 5-7. So that's how close we got to one of those breaking dots happening. Now you got Tresh and Bill White. I'll pitch to Tresh with the infield back. 311. Tresh, that was a mistake. Let's take a look at the Tom Tresh card. 311. Homer 1-7 double, and he gets the double. All right, that'll be a 2-run double. Second and third, 1 out. And Moose will leave after 6 1/3. And in a daring move, folks, here he is. We're bringing Julio Navarro in. And I think we should see a pinch hitter here. So in a kind of a strange move, Julio Navarro, let's take a look at the card. The guy who had 1 walk and 21 strikeouts and 6 home runs allowed and how many? 7 and 26 innings. He's coming in because Bill White does not have power. And the next left-handed batter with power is Lou Brock. So he's going to come in for a batter or 2. But the Cardinals have other plans. And with runners at second and third in a 5-2 game, they're going to pinch hit for Bill White with Bill Sadakis, the only lefty on the bench with power. Let's take a look at Sadakis' card. And Navarro has to pitch to this guy. Now, they could walk him, which is what they probably should do here. Sadakis has a very high home run chance in this particular situation. He is going to swing the bat here. Bill Sadakis with runners at second and third and 1 out in the 7th inning. The pitch to Sadakis. A 4-column is a tie game pretty much. 2-9, Sadakis off his own card, give him credit. Double 1-16, single out dot, and that is a 2-run double. And the Cardinals, give him credit, have cut the lead to a run with 1 out here in the 7th inning. Now you got Javier. Julio Navarro is good against righties, so he'll pitch to him with Sadakis at second base. Julian Javier. 3-6, Javier, let's take a look at his card. Single 1-12, line to short. He rolls a 20 and lines to short. And with 2 outs, it's Lou Brock. And I think that's it for Navarro, as Brock has power. I think it might be time for Ramon Hernandez. So Ramon Hernandez now, as we are now 7 outs away from this, finishing this thing off. Ramon Hernandez will come on in the 7th inning to face Lou Brock. Let's take a look at Ramon Hernandez against Lou Brock with a tying run at second base and 2 outs. The pitch to Brock. 45 off the Ramon Hernandez card is a base hit in the center field, but Sadakis not a threat to run. Well, actually, he's a pretty decent runner. He's a 13. So actually, 13, 14, 15, you got a +2 arm of Alou. He will run. 1-17, Bill Sadakis, and he scores. Break up the Cardinals. They come back from 5-zip to tie this thing. And it's Jim Gosger. Well, wait a minute. Lou Brock's thinking about swiping a base here and getting into scoring position. You may as well. You've been rallying thus far throughout the inning. No reason to pump the brakes. Lou Brock trying a stolen base here, and he is rolled a 16, and he's thrown out stealing with 2 outs. But what a big inning for the Cardinals. They tie it 5-5. And the funny thing is, the Pirates really are pretty yucky, pretty average against lefties. They shine against righties, so Ken Holtzman's going to continue to deal. He struggled in the opening innings, but kind of settled down since. So he will continue here in the 7th of a 5-5 tie. Stretch time. We've been listening to Buddy Miles, Them Changes, 1970. Nice record. Bottom of 7. Mazeroski will lead it off. 110, pops to short. Matty Alou, 46, bounces to short. Shortstop is Jackie Hernandez now, a 3.38. Makes the play. The plucky Cardinals making this a game. Rennie Stennett with 2 outs. 2-4. Bounces to short. This is what we said about the Pirates just kind of sleepwalking through their season thus far. Blew a 5-0 game with Bob Moose from the mound. He couldn't get anybody out in the 7th inning, and suddenly it unraveled. But you got Ramon Hernandez and Justy is available. Hernandez is a relief 3, and Justy is a relief 2. So that'll get us through the 11th inning, I believe. No reason to take Hernandez out until he breaks at this point. Trying to get a clincher here. So Torrey, as they bat around in the 8th, Joe Torrey will lead off again. Bat around in the 7th, Joe Torrey will lead off in the 8th. 67 is a K. Simba, 2-9, bounce to third. And now you got Berta, who can't hit lefties, and you got Dave Duncan available. Dave Duncan will take over the DH spot for Berta. The pitch to Dave Duncan, 68, is a pop to third base. All right, now you got a Holtzman in the 8th inning. Clemente, Stargell, Sengi, and Oliver. Two lefties, so Holtzman's going to keep going. Roberto Clemente, 2-6, is a base hit. That is the 4th straight hit for Roberto there. He needs a triple to hit for the cycle. All right, Stargell, talked ad nauseum about the struggles this guy's having. Chance to be a hero here, though. 47, Stargell is a K, and he is 0 for 4 again. Sanguian, 1-6, skies the center, and with 2 outs, it's Al Oliver. 2-4 flies the center field. 5-5 in the 9th. Ramon Hernandez breaking 3rd inning. Jackie Hernandez will lead it off. Cardinals have used all of their bench. 2-7's a K. Tom Tresh, 4-10. Bouncer to third. This is Roberto Pena's a 4 at third base. And that's an error. Sadakis against Hernandez with a runner on. 2-9 this time against a lefty. You saw the card. We'll show it again. He had the double one of 16 against Navarro. Now he hits the double one of 6. But he gets the single dot. So you have runners on the corners for Sadakis and the Cardinals. And it's Julian Javier. They're going to bring the infield up with 1 out. Javier, 2-9, pops to short. And with 2 outs, Lou Brock really needs a big hit here. With runners on the corners and 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Let's take a look at Lou Brock's card before he bats. We need a big hit from him for the Cardinal fans out there if they're still watching the channel. Lou Brock, 110, comes through with a base hit. Cardinals, they take the 6-5 lead in the 9th. See that? I don't hate the Cardinals. I'm rooting for them. 6-5. They take the lead in the 9th inning. Lou Brock's going to try and steal a base again. And another tough roll, though. He gets thrown out twice from the bases by the arm of Sanguian. So the Cardinals have come back. We take a 6-5 lead, trying to force a Game 7. No more substitutions to be made, except possibly the bullpen. But you've got this great advantage with Ken Holtzman still out there in that you've got the bottom 3 are the worst players on the team. Rudolph, Pena, and Mazeroski, and they only play versus lefties. And that keeps normally Richie Hebner and Al Oliver on the bench, along with Gene Alley. So they're going to let Holtzman continue to pitch, even though he gave up the 5 runs early, just because of how awful Rudolph, Pena, Mazeroski are. Let's take a look at the cards. Here's Ken Rudolph, signed as a free agent in the offseason, just to be a backup catcher on the likely event Sanguian gets hurt. Rudolph leads off the 9th, 4-10 off Holtzman's a pop to short. Now we have Roberto Pena. Take a look at him. He was with the Padres, signed as a free agent just to be a utility infielder. The only infielder who can really play defensively for the Pirates is Bill Mazeroski at second base. Stennett's a 4 at short and second, and Pena is a 4 everywhere, but at least he can play everywhere. And he's got power against lefties. So Roberto Pena, the pitch, 5-10 off of Holtzman. Homer, 1-7 triple. And he rolls a 13 and gets the triple off of Ken Holtzman's card. And just like that, the Pirates have a tie run at third in the bottom of the 9th. And it's Bill Mazeroski. It's not winning the 60 World Series, but it could walk this thing off here. Bill Mazeroski with the infield up. Actually doesn't have power against lefties. Let's take a look at his card. He's got power against righties. With the infield up, the last bad hitter on the team. The pitch to Mazeroski. 2-4s, a pop to short. And now you got Matty Alou. Another, probably the last. You got Alou, Stannett, Clemente. Let's take a look at Matty Alou. He was the third best hitter on this 69 Pirate team. He hit 331. 331 with this card. You got a base open, but you also have Rennie Stennett hitting 353 behind him and Roberto Clemente hitting 352 behind him. So you have to go with this lefty-lefty matchup is your best shot here. Holtzman versus Alou with a tying run at third and 2 outs in the 9th inning. The pitch to Matty Alou. 1-8 is a grounder to third, and we'll have a game 7. That's a plus if you had the infield up, but there was 2 outs, so you don't have the infield up. And the Cardinals finish off the comeback with a gutsy pitching performance from Ken Holtzman, going 9 innings and getting the complete game. Wow. And it is Hernandez taking the loss in the 9th inning. Let's do the box. So it's the teams have alternated the 6 games. Pirates, Cardinals, Pirates, Cardinals, Pirates, Cardinals. That's not what the Pirates want. They wanted some separation. They're not getting it. The Cincinnati Reds are watching these games and really enjoying the results. Ramon Hernandez takes the loss. He pitched 2 1/3 innings. He gave up a hit to Lou Brock, and then a guy got thrown out stealing. He gave up 3 hits, 1 unearned run, and 2 Ks. Julio Navarro gave up a hit and a run to Sadakis, and then he was pulled. He got a pop out. And Moose, 6 1/3 innings, 6 hits, but the batters in the 7th inning all charged to him. All 4 of those runners scored in the 7th inning. 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Complete game for Holtzman. 11 hits, 5 runs, all that was early. The last 6 shutout innings were the story for him. No walks for Holtzman, 3 strikeouts, gets a complete game. Holtzman, if you may recall the story, was acquired by the Cardinals in the complimentary, how in the heck am I going to get Steve Carlton to play his whole career in Philadelphia and ignore that portion of his career where he played in St. Louis without the St. Louis Cardinals crying about it. We sent them Ken Holtzman, who was definitely capable enough of, making up for a little bit of what Carlton brought to St. Louis. Not a bad consolation prize. And he got the big one today. So, 1009, 0109, 610, 511, 2703. That was game 6. And if you're a Pirate fan, I think the concern is definitely there because they're matching up with the St. Louis Cardinals, a team that's in a downward spiral. You don't want to be matching up tightly with them. You want to be matching up with the Reds. And it's making it much, much more harder to gain any ground and win this division if they can. The Pirates now fall to 9-11, and the Cardinals are 7-9. It's not looking good. 9-11. They'll probably get into the playoffs. They'll rally. They're such a great team, are the Pirates, but who knows? Maybe they don't. That would be a stunner if they missed the playoffs altogether. So the Pirates are hitting .274 with a .416 ERA. And the 7-9 Cardinals are hitting .246 with a .431 ERA. I've talked about the struggles of Stargell. He's 10 for 67. He's hitting .149. Willie Stargell. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs batting cleanup. That's probably why this team is where they're at. Everybody else is doing fine. Stennett's doing fine. Sanguillen, Clemente, Matty Alou. They're all doing okay. Stargell is killing his team. And the Cardinals, well, it's just not an opportune time to be for the Cardinals during this era where they're many years removed from that 68 and 67 World Series team. Thank you for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.